What's up, family? We have some updated information regarding our Social Security recipients. Today in this video, we have information about each of the presidential candidates and what they want to do with the Social Security program if they become the next president, of course. We also have states that are not the best to retire in according to the latest statistics. And we have two major changes that are expected to happen next year to Social Security. I've got the details in just a moment, but before we get started, I would like to solicit you for your support on my new YouTube channel. I ended up launching it a few weeks ago, and I would love to get your support on the channel, so hopefully you will go over there and subscribe to the channel, as well as, if you could, check out a few of my videos and hit the like button on those as well. But anyways, guys, if you could, the links will be down below. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off, guys, we do have a list right here of the worst states for you to retire in. And shockingly enough, neither one of them is New York or California. Or let me rephrase that, guys. The number one worst state is not New York or California. I know a lot of you probably thought that was the worst state to actually retire in. But anyways, guys, I have a list right here, and it says that for the second year in a row, Alaska ranks as the worst state to retire in. Well, a lot of us don't even consider or even think about Alaska being in the 50 states, if you will. But anyways, guys, it says to determine the best and the worst states to retire in, Bankrate, the website, analyzed all 50 states and ranked them across 5 weighted categories. Those categories are affordability, well-being, healthcare and quality and cost, the weather conditions, as well as the crime rate. But anyways, guys, we have the list right here, and shockingly enough, guys, it says that Iowa is, guys, the best state to actually retire in, and the bottom 5 states, the worst states to retire in, yes, guys, number 50th, which is Alaska. New York is the second one. California is the third one. And Washington and Massachusetts. Those are the 5 worst states to actually retire in. But the good side is that, which is very shocking, I will say, the top 5 states that they are saying that you should retire in, surprisingly, it is not Florida, but the first one is Iowa. Second one is Delaware. The third one is West Virginia. And then Missouri, and then Mississippi. Come on, guys, where did they even get this list? But anyways, guys, I thought this was a very interesting article, and I definitely wanted to share it with you today. Just knowing that New York and California is not the worst state, the number one worst state, Alaska is. But anyways, guys, New York and California are the second and the third on the list, which obviously, guys, we were definitely thinking of those particular states. But anyways, guys, what do you think about this list? Do you live in one of these particular areas? And actually, I want to find out who is watching this channel that actually lives in Iowa. I have never met anyone living in Iowa. So if you do, please comment down below and let me know, so I can definitely give a shout out to you if you live in Iowa, because that is the best state to retire in. But anyways, guys, moving on, we do have a strange weather list right here in regards to the many presidential candidates that is running for the next president of the United States right now. And we actually have data, or this particular article, that talks about how each one of these candidates wants to make changes to the Social Security program. And yes, guys, I believe this article is very interesting, and I definitely want to share it with you today as well. But as you can see right here, it says that what are the presidential candidates saying about Social Security? Well, if we go ahead and scroll down right here, guys, we have the first on the list, which is the former president, Donald Trump. And obviously his legal troubles are standing in the way of him really pushing through in regards to winning the next presidential election, even though he's still the front runner, but he still has a lot of legal issues that he needs to deal with prior to the election. So anyways, guys, but Trump has said on the campaign trail this year that Social Security should be left alone. He said, on the other hand, that in his 2000-year book, The America We Deserve, Trump called Social Security a giant Ponzi scheme. And he said that full retirement age should be lifted to 70 years old. And as president, he actually made proposals that the Social Security Administration chief actuary Warren would completely gut the Social Security Trust Fund by the year of 2023, which obviously we know that that did not necessarily happen. We are sitting in 2023 right now, and according to the data, these trust funds will not necessarily run out of money until 10 years later, 2033. But anyways, guys, right now, Donald Trump is saying that we need to just leave Social Security alone, leave it as it is. But anyways, guys, in regards to the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, he is saying that, look, politicians from retire-rich Florida tread especially carefully around Social Security. And the second term governor is no different than that. He said, look, I have more seniors here than just about any other state out there, according to the percentage. And he said, we're not going to mess with Social Security at all as Republicans. And I think that that's pretty clear. He said, yet a decade ago when DeSantis was the Florida congressman, he joined 103 Republicans in voting to raise the minimum age for both Social Security and Medicare to the age of 70 years old, according to an analysis. But that proposal also included an idea for the federal government to transition out of Medicare by simply giving seniors a lump sum of money. So anyways, guys, that is how Ron DeSantis feels about Social Security as of today, but obviously he has flip-flopped from a few years ago. But anyways, guys, moving on, Vivek Ramaswamy, I know I'm saying that name wrong, but anyway, the 38-year-old Harvard-educated son of Indian immigrants has no need for Social Security himself, given that his net worth is estimated close to $1 billion. He has said little about the entitlement programs other than to say that they need to be reformed, but this would be painless, he claims, because by abandoning the climate cult, drilling more, fracking more, burning coal, the economy would actually boom, providing enough revenue to stave off benefit cuts or higher eligibility ages. And so that is exactly what he feels about these. He feels like Social Security will pretty much just fix itself. But then we also have Nikki Haley. She is the former South Carolina governor and the United Nations ambassador. She said that any candidate that says that they're not going to touch entitlement means that they're basically going to go into the office and then leave America bankrupt. She said later that in Bloomberg interview that Social Security retirement age is way too low, but she didn't necessarily say what it should be. The FRA, which is the full retirement age, is currently sitting at around 67 years old, though retirees can receive reduced benefits beginning at the age of 62 years old. And Nikki Haley has also called for limiting the benefits for wealthy Americans and for expanding Medicare Advantage programs, which pays for a lot of things that basic Medicare does not pay for. So anyways, guys, she is saying that pretty much she wants to raise the age from 67 to 70 years old and didn't necessarily give any more details in regards to the entitlement program. And then we also have the former VP of the president, Mike Pence, in which he says that cuts to Medicare and Social Security should be on the table for the long term. He told CNBC earlier this year, he said, we're looking at a debt crisis in this country over the next 25 years or so that's driven by entitlement programs, and nobody in Washington, D.C. wants to talk about it. Pence also avoided specifics regarding Social Security, but he did hint at that the full retirement age should be lifted as well. He also said that younger Americans should be allowed to invest a portion of their payroll taxes elsewhere with the potential of earning higher returns. And of course, he said that no matter what President Biden or the former President Donald Trump and all of the other presidential contenders say, he said it's important to remember that their views alone aren't enough to make things happen. Making any changes to entitlements will require broad support in both the House and the Senate. But extremists on both sides of the aisles, the far right and the far left, for example, are so far apart on the issues like this, particularly in regards to Social Security reform. Frankly, we just can't get anything done right now. So anyways, guys, that is Mike Pence's response to this. And guys, as you can see, majority of these particular candidates right here, they all want to raise the age for retirement from 67 years old up to 70 years old. And then in regards to reducing the amount of benefits, they are not really wanting touching that idea at all, guys. So anyways, guys, that is what we have right now in regards to the current presidential candidates and what they feel like needs to be done for the Social Security program. So anyways, guys, take that with a grain of salt, but obviously let me know what you think about this. You can easily make a comment down below. I would love to get your take on that as well. And then last but not least, guys, we do want to go ahead and talk about two major changes to Social Security that should be coming in the year of 2024. And shockingly enough, guys, these may actually surprise most Americans. So anyways, guys, cutting out all of the fluff, I do want to go ahead and tell you these two things right here, these major changes to Social Security, and they may actually shock Americans. The first on the list is that Social Security benefits will get a cost of living adjustment, or better known as a COLA increase. This is one of the largest knowledge gaps identified by the nationwide report, was the relationship between Social Security benefits and the inflation in this country. Among survey participants, 70% incorrectly agree with the following statement that Social Security is not protected against inflation. And I would actually agree with that as well. As we can see what happened in the past, guys, obviously, yes, guys, Social Security does not keep up with the inflation at any various of times. But anyways, guys, it says that fortunately, Social Security payments get an annual cost of living adjustment, or a COLA increase, to fend off the effects of rising prices. Benefits would quickly lose buying power without the assurance. For instance, the average price of bread has increased 35% in the last decade, while the average price of milk has increased 17% during the same period, according to the Labor Department. But the annual COLA increases are based on the inflation data from the third quarter, which runs through July through September. So the numbers needed to calculate the 2024 cost of living adjustment are not necessarily available at this time. However, they will be coming in less than 30 days. But anyways, guys, it says that what does a 3% COLA increase mean? The average monthly retired worker benefit was $1,838 in the month of July this year. A 3% COLA increase would raise that figure up to $1,893 in the month of January of next year, meaning that the average retired worker benefit would increase by $55 per month, or $662 per year. Now, according to the Social Security Administration Office, they said that it will probably issue its press release detailing the official 2024 COLA increase shortly after the Labor Department publishes its September inflation data on October the 12th. I told you guys to mark your calendars right now, because that is the official date in which we are going to find out exactly what the COLA increase is actually going to be. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that information. But anyways, guys, in regards to the second major change that is going to happen to Social Security that may shock a majority of Americans, well, it says right here, guys, that some workers will owe Social Security taxes on more income. Yes, guys, the largest knowledge gap identified by the nationwide report involves the portion of income that is subject to Social Security payroll taxes. Some 74% of people that were surveyed incorrectly agree with the following statement, that workers pay Social Security taxes on all of their income. Yes, guys, the income subject to Social Security taxes is actually capped under the current law, though many politicians, including President Joe Biden, want to change that because workers with earnings exceeding the income cap are effectively taxed at a lower tax rate. Currently, the maximum taxable earnings limit is around $160,000 per year, but the income cap is tied to the national average wage index, so it tends to increase from one year to the next year. This particular chart right here below shows us how the maximum taxable earnings limit has changed over the last 5 years. And as you can see, guys, back in 2019, the maximum taxable limit was around $132,000. In 2020, it was around $137,000. And then this year, guys, in 2023, the maximum taxable limit cap is sitting at around $160,000. So as you can see, guys, this particular number has pretty much increased about $30,000 over the last 5 years or so. But anyways, the October press release from the Social Security Administration Office will provide the specific maximum taxable earnings limit for the year of 2024. And so far, guys, they are projecting that that number is actually going to increase an additional $7,000. And it says that the Board of Trustees believes that the income cap will reach $167,000 for the year of 2024. So anyways, guys, these are the two major changes that we can expect next year in regards to Social Security. And yes, guys, it doesn't look like that we can avoid either of these, but one thing that we're rest assured that we are definitely excited to see what the cost of living adjustment or the COLA increase is going to be for next year. I believe that particular amount is sitting at around a 3.3% increase in regards to COLA increase for next year of 2024. I know that it is nothing near from what we saw last year in regards to the 8.7% increase. But again, guys, 3.3% increase in regards to we were expecting to receive a 3% increase is definitely some good news. But if the inflation numbers for the month of September actually increase again month over month, we will probably see the cost of living adjustment actually be even higher than 3.3%. But anyways, guys, we won't know until October the 12th. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and stay tuned for the future information. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for you today. And I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or some free cash, such as signing up with Webull, where they are giving away 12 free stocks after depositing like $1. The good thing about it is that those 12 free stocks can actually be worth around $3,000. And all you have to do is just cash them back in and then withdraw the money back into your bank account, or you can leave them in your brokerage account to start your investing journey. But either way, it is a great opportunity. Do not sleep on this opportunity. Also, don't forget to go ahead and support me on my new YouTube channel, guys. The links will be down below in the description. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.